Oh yeah.
Revelio. Professor, do you have a moment?
I do.
I was wondering how you decided to teach divination.
The art of divination is an important yet often misunderstood branch of magic. Those of us who possess the sight are rare, and, as is often the case with the unique among us, we can frequently be misread, even feared. When I was granted the opportunity to teach others about my gift and the good it can do, I was most grateful.
I see. Natty told me that you and she moved here from Uganda, where she had attended Wagadu.
Yes, Natsai and I both loved Uganda and Wagadu, but we are happily settled here now. I had foreseen such a change, but did not know the details until it occurred. I was glad of the outcome. You would be wise to remember that the consequences of our actions are complex. And so, divining what is to come is not as simple as gazing into a crystal ball or studying the bottom of a teacup.
I find it truly intriguing, even if I don't fully understand it.
Intriguing. That is one word for it. And I'm certain you will come to understand many things more deeply in the days ahead. You are a student at Hogwarts, after all. It cannot have escaped you that we in the Wizarding world are forever navigating the seemingly inexplicable.
Of course, Professor.
Now, I know that we both have places to be. Not because I have the sight, mind you, but because I am a professor and you are a student. I have enjoyed our conversation.
Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio! Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about. Revelio.
Handy resource indeed.
Accio. Revelio.
هذاك الويل، هذاك الميميز الكحل،
المنونب،
وهذاك الشاف ديال الترانات.
اش كتخربق ليا تما.
راه غادي نجي نسلخ خمك
ولاش
فيفا في كالو فاش ما بغيتي.
كتحلم عليا، كتحلم
زيد لهنا.
والله الا كتحلم.
وفين وصلتي في داك هاغوردز؟
وحنا غاديين، حنا خدينا الشطيطيبه ولينا كنطيرو، كنتعلمو في سبيز. ستوري ثقيله شويه الصراحه،
راه فيه سبيلز بزاف
وبزاف اصاحبي بزاف الصراحه. الفايت زوينين ولكن ستوري غدا ثقيله
ياك سيدي.
ولكن واش غتاخد شطابه غتانجويه زوينه.
ولكن عرفتي فاش غنشدك فيفا وغنقهدك غادي انجويها.
والله اخويا حتى غادي نستريميه انا الماتش، غنلعب معاك حتى غنستريميه. عندي لي ستريم في يوتيوب عمرو يمشي.
بلاتي تشوفوا شحال 24 والله يا امك شنطيري شارجي هذا.
ناري وكانت عندك 24 انت غتسلخ الا ما كليتها الله يعميني.
21 22 23 24 ولكن 24 كاينه ولكن في اينا اكاونت هذا هو.
غتبقى هاد الوردي.
يو ثينك سو بلاتي
غتبقى هاد الوردي راه باينه.
اصبر حتى كتنونب حتى
باينه هاد الوردي.
انا جاي انا حيت بلا اصفار كيخرجونا ملي كندخلوا.
سير جوج زائد 3 جوج زائد 3 شحال؟ 5 زائد 4 4 هي 8 هي البوم. لا البوم وهاديك واحد زيد عليها زيرو، واحد زيد عليها زيرو، واحد زيد عليها 3. ليش هنا هي 3 واحد جوج 3
هاهي كتالي شارجه
ناري غياكلها.
دبرتي عليها
الله اخويا اللي غتبقى فيا.
صبر انا جاي صبر. give me 1 second.
Revelio.
سير خود 3 seconds كاع.
Lumos.
ايه هادي 0 1 جوج 3 4 0 1 جوج 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. داكور هذا اوكي هذا 5 هذه 5 نزيد عليها 5 نزيد عليها 6 هي شحال؟ 11 نزيد عليها 4. هنا خصها تكون 2 الرابعة البومة. وتحت عندك 18 عندك 13 زيد عليها البومة اللي هي 0 هي زيد عليها 5 اللي هي يرتيلة. يس الله فهمتها.
Revelio. Lumos.
عندك 17. عندك 6. هذيك 5 كاين 5. 56 11 خاصها 6. شنو هي الليزر؟ ندير الليزر. فهمتي. وهنا عندك 8 ديجا عندك عندك 7. خاصك واحد. خاصك العود. يونيكورن.
Revelio. Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio.
What?
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
At your service. I dare say you've heard of my proficiency with...
Revelio. Depulso. Accio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
زيد بها جيدا وتساوي جميع صنعت 4 هي أول
Revelio. Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Expelliarmus! Accio! Revelio! Revelio. Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Levioso! Revelio! Accio! Revelio! Revelio. Confringo. Protego. Confringo. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
هذاك لما يميز
هذاك المنونب تيليشارجي شي ديال بي اس 5 ياك
ولكن حتى الغدا هذا
مسكين.
نقصر فيه
غدا وتاكلها
52 جيجا خذ 25
اش ندير ب 25 ناخذها وقت بقات 3 شهور
وشنو زعما تاخذ 26
ناخذ 26 ضروري
من البدايه
ناخذها من الفيديو وكان ناخذها كونت فهمتي ناخذ كينغدوم كوم ديليفرنس ناخذ هذا الشهر
انا حبست اللعب فيها
ناخذها نجي من موراكم ونسيليها
Revelio.
I heard you did quite well in Brattleby's dueling club.
سيدنا 4 جوج 4 6 جوج 6 ما أخذ
Revelio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
fortunate to have a student
Revelio.
brave enough to eradicate the demigod
رابي لا
degree.
لاباس بخير حاجة مزيان هو صاحبي لا كاين شي حاجة شي حاجة أخرى في فيديو آخر عاد يقول لي يلا سير شهلا في راسك هذاك لما يميز
هذاك اللي من هنا تريني تيليشارجي وسير تريني شويه.
تسير وما كندخلش ليها وغندخل غير نربحك انت اللي كتلعب
عاود
فيها
تبقى تقول لي حقا شحال ديما لعبت.
انت كتلعب فيها كل نهار وغنضحك
والله ما كنلعب فيها كل نهار بالله.
المهم كتلعب شي مايش في السيمانه
نلعب شي 3 الماتشات في السيمانه.
ايوا انا راه ما كنقيسهاش كاع
اخويا قيسها باش ما تبداش تقول لي انا
تسير سموش راه بريكول ديالي انت
هذاك الشيء اللي كاين دابا نشوف.
راه باينه
Revelio.
واش غنلعبوا فيت ولا شناهو
لعبوا فيت ما ناش غنلعب.
ما فينا فرقتي انا ديال
غتلقى عندك فرقه مزيانه في 24 عارفه كانت هذيك فرقه مزيانه.
ترى ما لعبتش انا 24 80
لعبت 24 لعبت
راه جيت الكندا صاحبي ديك الساعه ما كانش عندي لا كونيكسيون لا هذا ما لعبتش كاع 24 صاحبي 23 هو اخر فيت
وتلعبوا ماتشات عاديه لعبوا ماتشات ما بغيت تاكل. شوف المصير كي شوف الديستيني ديالك معروف شنو 15 زيد عليه شحال جوج 17 زيد عليه 6 6 هي
Revelio.
على 6 اش كتحسب تما
الريدلز كيعطيهم لك في انا نزيد شنو فرق عندك 19 هادي سعود زيد عليها سيدي سعود زيد عليها 7 شحال هي 16 خصك 3 والدراغون 3 والدراغون انا حل وات ذا فوك لا سعود زيد عليها سعود زيد عليها شنو سعود زيد عليها 1 2 3 سعود زيد 3 هي 12
اذا ما كونترول وكتحسب
7 بلاتي عليا 7 اوكتوبوس يلا حل ولدي. والله يا خويا لا فان هاد هوغورتس صراحه.
Revelio.
وين
ابو تعيين
واش بديتي تقول لي حامض نتوما
قلت لك مميل ماشي داك اللي فهمتي ماشي
ما كتسناش تكمل ولا شي لعيبه زعما تقدر تحبسو في اي لحظه.
اوبن ووردز فيه في شكل
عالم
ماشي بحال إلدر رينج ولا كيحمس
ما كتولفوش
كتولفوش تمشي لشي بلايص تبقى تكتشف
Confringo.
صافي كاين باين
Accio.
شي باين الصراحه.
Revelio.
راه هادشي اللي بغيت نوصل لك انا
إلدر رينج دسرنا إلدر رينج والريد ديد دسرونا.
راه هادوك الجيمز راه مولي تيخرجوا علينا فهمتي خليناش نلعب اوفر جيمز
لا صحيح مسكين إلا كتشات خرب عقل.
راه مشكل كبير اصاحبي
دابا كيهزو النيفو ودابا ما غتلقاش شي حاجه اخرى بحال هادشي يعني انت ما تبقاش تجيك
School for Zenobia's gobstones.
الرغبه انك تلعب. حنا كنتخاورو فيه
راه حنا اللي كنتخاورو
Confringo! Revelio!
If it seeds I have, go on and turn it to a magic beam. I've actually one too many times now. Back to Dogwood and get I can appreciate hogging all year round.
Revelio!
ما عنديش لاصال اليوم.
I spend the
عندي مجاز.
ما عنديش اليوم، مشيت البارح صاحبي، شو من المعجاز.
Revelio!
ناري على. دخل اخوي، راح نطلع.
Revelio! I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
نزلنا في 2004 ديروا لي يعني.
Revelio! Revelio!
Off on another adventure, are we?
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio! I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio!
هذاك المهمين.
هذا حامض.
هذاك المهمين.
عاش كتعمل.
ولا مشى دخل معاه.
دخل سميتو، دخل قتل معايا بيل.
بيل.
ترى صعيب ما قدرتش عليه اخو. ترى ما بقيتش قادر نلعب دوك السولز والو.
واش انت مازال ما كملتيش دي اس سي؟
وكملت دي اس بقى ليا بيل بوحدو.
قتلتي رادان وباقي لك بيل.
ترى هضر وباقي ليا بيل.
وقتلتي الصعيب وخليتي الساهل.
والله خويا ما قدرتش عليه والله. تدخل دابا عرفتي علاش؟ حيت قتلت رادار فاش كانت بلاي بيس 4 وجيت من مورا فاش بقى ليا بايل كنت شاد معاه قربت نقاتلو في بيس 4 كيفاش مابقيتش كنلعب ديك 6 شهور ما لعبتش. جيت نعاود نلعب لقيت راسي متلفتها صاحبي والو.
وزيدني عليك انا راه دابا شي 6 مونث
حتى راه تلفتها حتى راه وليت كنزيد كيقشني ديب كيقشني في ديك عيل دري. تلفت
هذاك سميتو هذاك لقيتي داك خونا كيدخل يعاونك مع بيل
ما كيدخل يعاونني حتى واحد انا مع بلاتي لداخل كيحط قصاين لداخل كيحط قصاين لداخل ولا برا؟ داخل عندي لقيتو
صافي حيت الغلايض شكون ما عرفت شكون اللي خلى الكواز ديالو ما دارهاش.
لا يقود
ما طلعاتش ليه.
غيتسخسخ وترى بهذاك وما قدرتش انا. ولكن طونطيت معاه 2 مرات صراحه انا ما درتش في راسي.
انا صراحه ما طولتش معاه بيلي ما دغيا قتلته.
والله حتى صعيب بالرب الجليل.
هو صعيب ولكن هو سينيماتيك بزاف.
السينيماتيك الهربه
فاش كيدير سكند فيس راه الارت الصاد بحال شي تيفو ديال وينس طلع
واه حق الرب ترى بزاف اصاحبي. حتى كيخلعني كندخل عنده كنتخلع. عمري شي شخصيه في الالعاب مهيبه
صات في ميازاكي انذر ليفل.
مقود والله الا عندنا الزار جينا في العصر ديال ميازاكي.
وحق الرب.
تعرف بحال اللي قلتي تزاديتي في العصر ديال دافينشي كتلقاه كيرسم لك دوك اللوحات، ولا تزاديتي في العصر ديال بيتهوفن كتسمع ليه لايف، راه بحال هكاك حتى حنا دابا
وي
راه غنموتو حنا وغنمشيو وغادي يجيو دوك الجيل اللي مورانا يقول سعدات دوك اللي عاشوا في العصر ديال ميازاكي كيخرجوا العاب. قال لي والله الا لقيت شي واحد بحالو برا.
المشكله ميازاكي راه كان كيخرجهم وحنا ما كنا نيبال.
صعيب انا ما كنتش عارف انا كاع بصح. انا اخويا ما نكذبش عليك، انا جاب الله بديت بإلدر رينغ هي اللي خلاتني نلعب دوك الالعاب ديال السوز. زعما كون حيت عقل شي عطيتيني دارك سوز قلت لي سير لعبو، عطيتيني السيدي قلت لي سير لعبو،
جمنون.
وتا طلعت لونسيتو والبوس الاول وداك داك الكبير الجاينت، وتا داك اخويا ما قدرش نربحو وانا حقد شديت السيدي وعطيت السيفي قلت لي سير
البديل.
داك عطيني هاد الالعاب ديال المجانين نتوما مرات فاق عليك.
كيم ناضي الصاد.
لا واعر ترى باقي عندي السيدي ديال دارك سوز فراسك، باقي عندي انا.
باقي عندك السيدي؟
باقي عندي السيدي ديالك. باقي عندي انا.
واحد.
Goblins don't stand a chance against you.
Revelio.
غادي تاخذ هاد إلدر رينغ ديال اونلاين واش؟
ناخذ
ورا الدراري قال لك حتى قصور قال لك ما يلعبوش فيه هاد
انا
قال لي
ناخذ.
قال لي ما ناخذوش فول برايس زعما. قال لي حيت
غايتسناه.
قال لك حيت ما كاينش شي
I'd
حاجه
like to
جديده
ask
راه
you
نفس
about changing the
البوسز.
room's ambience.
ماشي نفس البوسز الساط، شفت واحد البوس
What sort
جداد
of
ما كاينينش هما
look most appeals to you?
Actually, perhaps
ما يمكن
another
نخرجوا
time.
في شهر 8.
واه هاد الشهر واقيلا
26 في شهر 5. وما ناخذوش انا دابا حتى شهر 0 شهر اللي مور. ناخذ كينغدوم انا دابا.
خذ كينغدم الصراحه كينغدم احسن.
Revelio.
شي لعيبه جديده فهمتي، شي لعيبه جديده نلعبوها. هذوك الالعاب ديال النبله والسيف كيعجبوني انا كذبش انا.
لا واعر كيو سيدي واعر واخا تا هو راه واحد شويه غيدير لك الملل حيت كبير.
عرفت عادي.
ولكن في الاول غتنجوي غتمشي واحد الوقيته صافي ما عرفت انت كيبان لي انت تقدر تافونسي ماشي بحالنا انت.
شو والله يا مو تنزل عليه في خطرك. عزيز عليك العاب انا عزاز عليا.
فهمتي انت دغيا كتزرب عليه ماشي بحالي انا.
هذوك العاب بحال ذا ويتشر اساسن كريد كاع دوك الالعاب اللي قدام شويه فيهم داكشي ديال فيهم شفراده كيعجبوني انا.
انت غتكامل وصا.
Revelio. 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 Revelio.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience. That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting.
ادخل والله حتى زوين شفت الورد كيلعبوا دار لي الشعر هادي الولبار والله حتى واعر برا.
This way. The measles are over here.
واصل لواحد النحله عطا واحد النحله قالوا يشد لها في كرون ما عرفتش كيخربق لعب مع واحد الغزاله.
Oh, couple of knees or whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
حلول حاجه قلتها باج بريفي ما قالش باج بريفي قلت لي حل مشى كتب في جوجل باج بريفي
Worried about a worthless little rodent.
واحد ولد عمي قلت لي حل قلت لي حل نافيغاتور بريفي
العرباط
قال لي كيفاش قلت لي سير جوجل زعما من قلت لي جوجل سير جوجل
انكوغنيتو
انكوغنيتو قلت لي واه انت حل باج بريفي
مشى كتب باج بريفي
كتب جوجل وكتب فيها باج بريفي بخش
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class.
هادي راه خصني ندير عليها بودكاست هادي انا.
Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the measles just
وباغي
as you
يدير
did with
بروغراماسيون تخيل معايا كاع كنمشي نقرا بروغراماسيون انت ما كتعرفش دير هادي واش دير
مني شو
هذاك حدا باباه يعطيه فلوس المازوط توارق وصلنا وسير
They know a good egg when they see one.
وصلنا شي قهوة الشيشة يريح مع جواد يكميو شويشة يبربروا شويشات.
Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student?
يسمعوا سعد المجرد.
There you are.
صافي
I would
باهي.
like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer. Stumbling over dead beasts? Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Hey, over here. Come on.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet in the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back. Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it! I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Revelio.
ليه ما كتبقى عليا هاد اللعيبة؟
Revelio. Confringo.
Really mastered that one, haven't you?
Revelio. Revelio.
Oh, there's no feeling quite like riding a broom. The freedom, the wind in your hair.
Revelio.
بيطون هذا في شيء يشكل.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
Showing off is a Muggle trait. You don't see that sort of behavior.
Revelio. Revelio.
قال لي ندخل لك ووكونغ شوف البوس. شوف هذاك البوس المصيبة هذاك الويل.
Revelio.
ادخل شحال ولدي.
راك عاصر.
Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Confringo! Revelio. Revelio.
عرفت شنو المهم إذا بغيتي تلعب في هذا ننصحك دير
Revelio.
شندير؟
جايد.
الجايد علاش؟
حيت الوورد ديالو شي يشكل فهمتي ما
معقد.
غتلقاش بزاف د الحوايج لا ماشي معقد ما غتلقاش بزاف تقدر تافونسي في الجيم والكاركتر ديالك يبقى عيان
قال لي الوردي
فهمتي
شي فيه غابر تا بحال إلدرين.
لا إلدرينغ حسن شي إلدرينغ تلقى البلايص على هذا
Accio. Revelio. Levioso.
My little brother sends me letters chock full of magic.
Revelio. Brilliant.
I have others.
Revelio.
It's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
Were you calling me, Gareth?
I was. After you helped me with that Fupa feather and potions, I reckoned you might be just the person I need. You see, I have an idea for a fizzing Wisby-inspired beverage, but I'm missing a key ingredient.
You and your concoctions. I don't know how you come up with these things.
It's a gift, truly. So, I suspect the key ingredient in fizzing Wisbies is dried billywig stings. I heard there's a store of them in Honeyduke's cellar. I'd get them myself, but my Aunt Matilda has her eye on me. Thinks I need to focus on potions class.
الفيديو كانوا باغيين يلعبوا مع الانتر ما مرقوش.
I was hoping you could follow a secret passage to Honeyduke's cellar and grab a few dried.
ورا كانوا اكسبكتد يلعبوا كي اخرين مشاو للفينال. الحمد لله مشاو للفينال. قربكم ضربونا بشي 7.
Of course. You never know when you might need a quick means of escape from the castle.
Brilliant, thank you. But you should know that it's not exactly quick. It's the secret bit that's helpful. The passage is hidden behind the statue of a one-eyed witch in the 3rd floor corridor. Just tap it with your wand and say, Descendium.
Couldn't you have someone buy the dried billywig things?
They're not for sale, and you never know when the cellar's going to be locked. So, the reliable way in and out is through the secret entrance.
Are you asking me to steal from a shop?
Goodness, it's not as if I'm asking you to rob Gringotts. Honeyduke's is more than enough, and I only need a few. It's a sweets ingredient. They won't be...
I'll see what I can do, Gareth.
Fair enough. You shall be... Perhaps I can convince him.
I'll need to get those dried billywig things for Gareth if he's to finish his latest concoction. Revelli! A one-eyed witch statue shouldn't be too hard to find. Accio!
Come on.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. From what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. We are fortunate to have a... Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Go on, take the moon. Oh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most.
Revelio
took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes. Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels.
Revelio.
It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of 2 statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alohomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Revelio. Alohomora.